Hey girls, it's Friday. So in case you haven't caught on yet, this week we are talking about books, which is wonderful. Before I dive right in, I'd like to say that books are really the best friends that I had when I was growing up. Yes, I had wonderful friends, but nothing was like the friendship that you made with characters in a book. Here's the part of the video where I would normally hold up a book and show you my absolute favorite book ever. But I don't have it right now. I actually lent it to George and he's in New Jersey with it right now. But my favorite book of all time is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I feel like I need to explain this a little bit because a lot of people look at this book and think, wow, you like that book, you're so emo. Or, oh, that's such a young adult novel, you're 21 years old, what are you thinking? For the record, I absolutely love young adult novels. I'm completely obsessed with all John Green books and The Hunger Games, and I'm about to start reading a Maureen Johnson book. So please, don't just the young adult novels. I read The Perks of Being a Wallflower when I was going into my freshman year of high school. So I was the same age as Charlie, and it was just really wonderful to hear the perspective of what was going to happen in high school from somebody who was going into it just like me. Now, I was really able to relate to Charlie, and I'm not saying that I had the same issues that he had. I'm saying that I really appreciate friendship and music like he does. I look at friendship and music like they mean absolutely everything to me, and I love that Charlie does that as well. I love that he holds his friends in such high esteem, and I love how he describes what music means to him. Not to mention we're both obsessed with reading. I adore this book. I've read it so many times and I intend to read it so many more. Actually, starting in August, I am planning to read it, but I am reading each letter on the day that it was written. My current reading list consists of 9 books. Well, 8.5. The half book is the one that I am currently reading. I adore this book so far. I love it. I love this book. This book is just so good, and it might actually give Looking for Alaska competition for my favorite John Green book. That's really all I'm going to say about this book, and the reason is because I'm only halfway through, so I really don't know how it ends. And it's an easy book to spoil. There are certain things that if I were to say, it would spoil it for you, so I'm just not going to take any risks, and all I'm going to say is read this book, because it is wonderful, and you will laugh and you will cry, and I absolutely adore it. I'd like to also mention that it's autographed by David Levithan, and I intend to get it autographed by John Green at VidCon. The next book on my reading list is The Great Gatsby. I think I read about half of The Great Gatsby junior year of high school, and I really wasn't a fan of it, which is why I only read half of it. But John Green mentioned in one of his more recent videos that a bunch of nerdfighters are going to be reading this together and talking about it together, and I've heard such wonderful things about it, and I'd really like to give it another chance. I think my biggest issue with it the first time was that I absolutely hated the characters, and therefore I didn't care what happened to them. This time, even if I hate the characters, I'll try to actually give a damn what's happening. And the last books on my current reading list is the Harry Potter series. In about a week and a half to 2 weeks, George and Brittany and I are going to have a Harry Potter movie marathon. And before said Harry Potter movie marathon, I want to have a Harry Potter book marathon. So I'm going to try to read all 7 books in the span of about 1 week. I'll be sure to let you guys know how that one goes. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is nonfiction books. I actually enjoy reading textbooks. I keep all of my psychology books from all of the classes that I've taken in college. And I've also kept my 2 advanced calculus books for when I feel really nerdy and wanting to look up something about set theory. Moral of the story? I absolutely adore reading. Someday when I have my own house, I intend to have 2 libraries. One of all printed books, and then one on my Nook. So with that, I'm going to head out before I talk for longer than 23 minutes about books and reading. I have a lot of editing to do. And who are we seeing on Monday? Girls, we need to plan this a bit better. I was so looking forward to saying a different name every Friday for who I was going to see on Monday, but I feel like I never know who we're going to see on Monday. Speaking of Monday videos, if you're interested in possibly making a video for us on Monday, please send us a message. That would be absolutely wonderful. You do not have to be a female. Yes, we are all females on this channel, but it is nice to have a guy on once in a while, so please, if you are a guy and you want to make a video, by all means, we would love for you to do so. We would also love for females to make videos. Please don't take that the wrong way. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Bye!